we want to see the introductory part for it. So, what is the friction first, or the frictional force is? The frictional force, when the two bodies are in contact, or taking the one example, suppose that this is the tabletop and a one box which is kept on it. When these two bodies are in contact, then the opposing force for the relative motion when the box or this block is moving, then there is a contact force between these. So frictional force is a contact force, and when the block is moving, we say that there is a opposing force which is active on it, and this force is called as the frictional force. So we say that when the body is moving or tends to move, the opposing force which is acting on this body, the force opposing to this relative motion is called as the frictional force. This frictional force are present in the solid as well as fluids. There is a very important role in our life for a frictional force. When we push this box or a block in this direction, initially it is not moving. When we apply again a force on it, then it is moving, and after some time this will be stopped. So this block is not moving again because of the frictional force, and if it is moving and it is stopped, then it is also due to the frictional force. This frictional force is having a important role. Again I say that it is important role in our life. The ball bearing are using in the machines which is work on this, that is the frictional force. Again we can reduce the friction by using the lubricants in the machines. So this is the introductory part in here. We can explain now the origin of friction. As I already stated that this is the opposing force for relative motion. For relative motion. For a relative motion. So, where is its origin of friction? So, again we are taking the one example, that is a block or a box which is kept on a surface. It is kept on one surface. So you can look like this, that the tabletop is a smooth and the block is also smooth. But if you zoom it by the microscopically, we find that there is a irregularities of these surfaces. It look like as this. I will draw here the diagram for it. So the block is shown microscopically is like as this. There is a we say that hills and dales for it, and the tabletops are like as this. The tabletop again it can be look like this. So these surfaces are in contact. The geometrical area of this block is called as apparent area. This is known as the apparent area. Again I repeat, the geometrical area of this block or the box is called as the apparent area. And when there is a irregularities for it, we say that there is a hills and dales. So when there is a relative motion for the block, there is an interlocking between irregularities. So we say that there is an interlocking between this, and therefore there is a friction. But in the modern physics, there is an intermolecular force between these surfaces. And we know that there are two types of intermolecular forces. The one is called as the cohesive force, and the second is called as the adhesive force. So these two types of the forces, intermolecular forces, are there. Cohesive force are acting when the two materials are of the same substance, and adhesive force is acting on this body when the two materials are of different substance. So we know that the adhesive force is smaller than the cohesive force, and therefore in a ball bearing the different materials are using because the adhesive force is smaller than the cohesive force. So therefore we say that this is the origin of friction. It is due to it is due to the interlocking of the substances and as well as intermolecular force. So the intermolecular force which is acting in this, that is called as the cold welding, which is named as the cold welding, like as this. So remember that, the students, the frictional force are due to the interlocking and the intermolecular force. Now we want to see the nature of the friction. Nature of friction. So again we are taking the example for it. The same block are there. This is the table surface, and a block or a box which is situated on it. Now it is tied by a thread, and the table surface having the pulley. Pulley is there, like this, and the pan is suspended to it. When we say that, initially a weight is applied to it, then there is a no motion between, we can see in the block. The force is acting in this direction. This is the applied force. मग आपण ज्यावेळेस हा ब्लॉक याच्यावरती फोर्स अप्लाय करतो आपण by adding the weight in it, then at some time when you gradually increase the weight in it, gradually we say that the weight is adding in it, then at some time or at a particular rate the block is moving. This force, which is, we say that it is called as the limiting force of static friction. Again I repeat, where it is the limiting force of static friction? We say that when the block is just start to move, then the force is called as the limiting force of static friction. Now what do you conclude from it? What is the conclusion from this? The conclusion is that, the first conclusion is that when the body tends to move or it is moving, then the force is acting on it, force is acting on it. When the body tends to move or just start to move, tends to move, or we say that just move, the force acting on it, force is called limiting force of friction. Limiting force of friction. This is the first conclusion we can we can conclude from this. And the second is that in equilibrium condition, the applied force, remember that it is in equilibrium condition. When the block is in equilibrium, the applied force, it is equal to force of static friction or limiting force of static friction. It is called as limiting force of static friction. And we can again conclude is that when the block is moving, then there is a equal force which is acting on it. So these are the conclusion we can see here from the nature of the friction. So you can remember that the first thing is that from this experiment we can see what is the limiting force of friction. When the body just move, or we say that it is tends to move, then it is called as the limiting force of friction. Again we can remember that what is the apparent area? The apparent area is that the geometrical area of the body is called as the apparent area. Now we want to see the types of friction. The first type of the friction is called as the static friction. आपण पहिला प्रकार जो बघणार आहे तो प्रकार आहे static friction. What is the static friction? The static friction when two bodies are, we say that it is moving or we say that it is tends to move or moving or simply we say that they are slide on each other. जेव्हा दोन बॉडीज एकमेकावरती स्लाइड करत असतील, हे उदाहरण आपण पाहिलेलं आहे. This example you can see that when the block is moving in this direction, now this is the relative motion between the tabletop or we say that in the block. So in this condition the tabletop is the box is sliding and therefore the friction is called as the static friction when it is tends to move or when it is tends to move or just to move. Here is the just to move. And the second is that is kinetic friction. दूसरा प्रकार आपण पाहत आहोत तो आहे kinetic friction. What is the kinetic friction? When we say that body is moving or there is a relative motion between the two surfaces and in this condition the body is moving, then it is called as kinetic friction. Again the example is that this is the tabletop and this is the block. And when the block is moving on this tabletop, when the applied force on it, and this is called as the kinetic friction. त्याला आपल्याला kinetic friction असं म्हणायचं आहे. Number third is that is rolling friction. When the two bodies in contact, there is दोन body contact मध्ये आहेत and there is a rolling, one body is rolling on the another आणि दुसरी बॉडी एकावरती रोलिंग करत आहे, अशा वेळेसचं जे फ्रिक्शन आहे त्याला आपल्याला रोलिंग फ्रिक्शन असं म्हणायचं आहे. सो दिस इज द थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ द फ्रिक्शन्स. Remember that, I can repeat. The first is that the static friction. When the body are sliding, in the sliding we say that it is tends to move or just moving, then it is called as static friction. Second is that the kinetic friction, when the body is moving on the other, when the two bodies in contact, then it is called as the kinetic friction. Rolling friction, when we say that the body is rolling on the another, when two bodies in contact, then it is called as the rolling friction. So these are the three types of the frictions. In this friction, the force of static friction is greater than, that is the force of kinetic friction, and is greater than force of rolling friction. So force of static friction is greater than the kinetic friction, is greater than the rolling friction. So again we say that static friction is greater than the kinetic friction and is greater than the rolling friction. In this topic we can see only the static friction and the kinetic friction. How the static friction is greater than the kinetic friction? So we can see one example for it. So I draw the figure for it and we can simplify how the static friction is greater than the kinetic friction. आपण समजून घेऊया की स्टॅटिक फ्रिक्शन हे कायनेटिक फ्रिक्शन पेक्षा कशा प्रकारे जास्त असेल. त्यासाठी मी एक तुम्हाला फिगर काढून दाखवतो आहे. Suppose that again this is a tabletop and the box or a block on it. जेव्हा आपण गृहीत करूया की for this block, या block साठी, if the 10 Newton or 12 Newton is the force which is acting on it to move the block. आपण असं गृहीत करतो आहोत की या ब्लॉकला मूव करण्यासाठी 12 न्यूटन एवढा फोर्स आवश्यक आहे. But if you applying the 1 Newton force for it, 1 Newton force for it. If you applying the 1 Newton force, remember that the force of friction, that is the force of friction or static friction, is equal to the 1 Newton. तेवढाच फोर्स आपल्याला लागणार आहे जेवढा फोर्स आपण त्याच्यामध्ये लावतो आहोत. आणि मग काय होईल, इफ यू ग्रॅज्युअली इन्क्रीज टू इट, ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही त्याला ग्रॅज्युअली इन्क्रीज करणार आहात, then if you apply the force 2 Newton, again the force of friction is 2 Newton. And if you draw the graph for it, and तुम्ही जेव्हा ग्राफ काढता त्याच्यावरचा, the graph, if you draw the graph between the applied force and force of friction, the graph is a straight line. First, the graph is straight line. हा graph आहे तो straight line आहे. And after that, at a maximum value, it can be moving. आता एक maximum value त्याची येते, certain value येते, maximum value येते. This value is called as the force of static friction, or it is called as the limiting force of static friction. It is the limiting force of static friction. This maximum value is called as the limiting force of static friction. After that, in this condition, the blocks is just moving, or it is just moving at this condition. After that, if you decrease the weight, or if you are adding some weight in it, we say that adding some weight, then the block is just moving like as this. in the graph, the static friction, the force of static friction is greater than the kinetic friction. To moving the block, the weight or the force is smaller than the static friction. We say that to start the static friction. So this is the types of friction like as this, and this is the graph for explaining how the static friction is greater than the kinetic friction.